California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard
line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Right 20. Right there, 56. Watch the run.
Gurley again here on 1st down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
56.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Airing it out deep for Woods. This is caught. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go,
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, let's go.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On now is the 27-year-old rookie, Mitch Wisnowski, to punt, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check. Check 3. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season.
53's the mark. 53.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Goff. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Goff, and he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the 1st quarter as that's a 1st down. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Undercrush. He's checking. Crash. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
On the toss, it's Gurley. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Cut. Like playing. Check 53's mic. I know he ain't got it. 36. Alert flare. Hey, let's go. Go, Brown. 53. Brown. 53. Mike. Brown. You're not ready. 53.
From the 31, Goff. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot. 53's the mic. 53. Check.
Out of the gun. Goff. That's going to be complete. complete to his tight end, Everett. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
On second and 11 now. Goff. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. Looking for Woods that time.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves,
accelerating, and off he goes. The 30, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, an 80-yard touchdown, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
We play to win. Let's go.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. You know, you wonder how the Rams' game plan in Super Bowl 53 might have been different with a healthy Cooper Kupp. He was injured on November 11, torn ACL, out for the year. But he was on his way to a 1,000-yard season in his second NFL campaign. Had 566 yards in 8 games before the injury.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And it's taken in at the 9. And, they had him bottled up, but here's a late flag, and a face mask is going to get a much better starting position.
Here we go.
So the face mask certainly helps things as they'll start up past the 30 on 1st down. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
21.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And Garrett Selleck here on the completion. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Here we go. Go.
Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
At the 24-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
Mike 5-4. Watch the out. Right there.
3rd and long. It's gone. Forced out to his left. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Here I come again. Ric Flair. Lucky. What's that? 53.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
13. Check.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. What do you need? Check girls. Watch the safety creep. Stick. Towards the mic. Hey, wahoo.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to kick it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Not a big deal on that one. Just your everyday 67-yard punt. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Come on, 180. Louis.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. A shotgun snap for Gone. That'll be caught by Cobb. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Oh, here we go. Oh, check nickel. Check the hot read. Here we go.
Again, Goff. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
He's not going to get me. Kill. Check.
Throwing again is Goff. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, but now it'll be 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hatchet. 4 now. Mike 54.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
21.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
They can't hang with us.
They run again with Breida. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Three down. 24 is the mic. Watch the slant.
On first down, Garoppolo. And an alley to run. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run with Coleman on first down. Corey Littleton, Pro Bowler for the first time a season ago, in to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. Well, Pettis is quickly becoming the #1 receiving option for Jimmy Garoppolo. In the last year, John Lynch said that they loved the way he closed the season, really came on late. Remember, this is a guy that they traded up to get at number 44 back in 2018 out of the University of Washington. Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Last year's NFL leader in field goal percentage, Robbie Gould, on for the Niners field goal. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and we will remain tied here in this third quarter.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they had plenty of leg.
16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
They go play action here on first down. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First and 10.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They try right side here. Gurley. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check 53 is mine. Watch the twist, watch the twist. Rush in. Maverick.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Third down and 2.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Goff. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams have taken the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. 14, 49-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
First down.
Here we go.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10.
Check. Check hot route. Hot.
21. Flag.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On second down, a run with Breida. We'll get 3 up to midfield.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
11.
from midfield. Here's Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will get it at the 20. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
A run with Gurley there on first down. Going to get about 4 yards. Fred Warner coming off a strong rookie year in on the stop for the Niners. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll run on first down. Brown, and a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that second down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. From the 17, Goff. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
At the 27-yard line.
Lock!
58 for Mike. It's been a long day for you.
From the 27, Garoppolo. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's the rookie from Washington, Taylor Rapp, who picked it. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. Now Goff will lead the Rams up to go for 2. Now Goff. And the Niners get there and bring him down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
I hope you brought your luck because I'm about to take you to school.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
You got nothing. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. We own them.
Now it's gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
Watch the run. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Hey, here I come. Here I come.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Completes it to Samuel. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
We play to win. Let's go.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, here's Breida. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
12.
From the 44, Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Here we go.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Two.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They run for it with Breida. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. To throw is Garoppolo. He's going to let it. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Gurley with a carry on first down. He'll only get a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Goff now to throw. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go tonight. Line 20. 11. Hey. I-7.
Now Goff. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Back to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. They've got to burn the timeout, and they do, but a costly, costly sack. And now maybe just time for one final play. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. He'll get this with a cut complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, You're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the 49ers, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Rams, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.